Welcome back to episode 12, Discernment, Entity, Guides, and Illusions. Now, everything you meet in the dream or the astral world is what it appears to be. Some beings are helpful, some are reflections of your own mind, and some are deceptive, cloaked in light, but aligned with manipulation. That's why discernment is everything. When you're lucid or out of body, you become open to contact, and that contact can come from many sources. Some are real, some are symbolic, and some are actively trying to interfere. You'll encounter three main types of presence. First, there are inner projections. These are fragments of yourself. These might look like people you know, archetypes, fears, or even divine figures. But they're not separate entities. They're made of your subconscious and often show up to deliver a message or mirror something inside of you. Then there are true guides, high-frequency beings who operate from love, clarity, and non-interference. They don't force, they don't flatter, they empower. They feel light, calm, peaceful, and deeply wise. You'll recognize them not by what they say, but by how they make you feel in your body, centered, expanded, and clear. And then there are false guides and manipulative entities. These often appear as something trustworthy, a teacher, a light being, a familiar face, but their energy gives them away. They might use control, fear, seduction, or emotional pull to hook your attention. Now let's get into piercing the overlay. When you see an entity, you can tell their intentions by looking at the lips. You can tell their eyes by seeing if they're conscious or not. So if you look in the eyes and the eyes are sparkly, that means they're conscious. If the eyes are dull, that means that they're not. If you look at the lips and the lips look healthy, that means they have good intentions. If the lips are chapped, that means they have negative intentions. Okay? The false entities might make you feel dependent or inferior, and they feed on that dynamic. So how do you tell the difference? First, tune into your body. Forget the image, forget the words. Ask yourself, what's the feeling? Do I feel empowered and steady, or foggy and pressured? You can even say aloud in a dream or astral space, are you of the highest truth and unconditional love? And then watch what happens. If the being vanishes, glitches, or becomes defensive, you got your answer. You can also imagine light radiating from your heart or your entire energy field. And this comes to an important point. I always use a golden orb around my body. Even when I'm in contact with any beings at all, I project a golden orb to protect me because I don't know the intentions right away. So fill the space with clarity and presence. High frequency beings will remain in that field. False ones often can't stand it. It's important to understand there are layers of intelligence in these realms. Some are conscious and manipulative. Others are reactive fragments of collective thought. Some are artificial constructs designed to deceive. That's not fear talking, that's discernment. You are not powerless in any of this. You don't need to fight, you simply need to recognize. If you feel unsafe or overwhelmed or unsure, leave the space, shift the scene, call in your higher self, command space with intention and presence. You can say, only those aligned with my highest good may be here, or I reject all illusion, show me truth. If you get pulled into a story, snap out of it, breathe, look at your hands, rub your hands together, remind yourself you're dreaming, you're out of body, you're lucid. That's your sovereignty. Discernment is not about being paranoid. It's not about second guessing everything. It's about trusting your inner compass, not your eyes, not the words, but your own energetic intelligence. In the astral, appearance means nothing. Vibration means everything. Some of the most radiant looking beings may carry the lowest frequency, and some of the simplest, most humble forms may be true guides in disguise. The key is to always ask, do I feel clarity or confusion? Do I feel peace or tension? Am I giving my power away, or am I being reminded of it? Over time, you'll get faster at spotting the difference. You'll learn the subtle feel of false light, the flattery, the weird pressure, the manipulation disguised as wisdom. And you'll know when something real is standing with you because it won't need anything from you. It will simply reflect back your own truth, your own knowing, and your own freedom. That's the mark of a true guide. And if there's ever doubt, leave. You don't owe your attention to anything in these realms, not even if it looks impressive, especially if it looks impressive. Remember, the astral is full of masks. Some are worn by entities, some are created by your own unhealed pieces. But masks don't last long when you shine light of clarity on them and when you pierce their overlay. And you are that light. So be curious, explore with awareness, trust your own presence more than any voice that speaks to you. Discernment is a skill. It sharpens with practice. The more you use it, the safer, deeper, and more empowering your experience becomes. In the next episode, we'll explore how to raise your frequency even further, to access the most natural, healing, and beautiful layers of the non-physical world, realms of nature, restoration, and higher contact. But for now, stay grounded, stay sovereign, and remember, not all that glows is gold. Trust yourself.